You know, I blame you for most of this. You know, you came in here with your money and financed all this bizarre behavior. No, you're not storming out. I'm the one who's storming out. God damn it. Oh, what's up, people? How you doing today? Listen. I'm gonna level with you right here. I'm gonna make a bunch of top 10 lists because it's 2021 and I can. And yo, you think other YouTubers don't have monopolies on top 10 lists? I got opinions. And I can share them whenever I want. All right, yeah, that's it. So, you know, to that end, this right here, in particular, because there are many top 10 lists. I mean, if you've ever seen Watch Mojo, they have a fucking 1,000 top 10 lists every year. This particular one is top 10 vehicles, all right? Not top 10, like, vehicles that'll, like, be good for businesses. Just, I think the top 10 most applicable, most lethal, most useful vehicles that you should own now that the year is 2021. And it's March. I mean, you know, I imagine in the summer, they're going to have an update, and it might be dope, and this whole video might be useless. Like, once again, I might have to update it again. But right now, March 2021, right here, these are the top 10 vehicles I think you should own. You may have been looking at this shit right here behind me and being like, yo, what's the helicopter? I've never seen it. It looks mad old and weird and crazy. Looks like a bug. This right here is the goddamn Savage. And it's called the Savage for a reason. Let me tell you something, people. If you've never seen this thing in action, I'm gonna let you know. It's real unique in one cool way. It's the explosive shells of a jet, except it's a helicopter. Do I need to, like, it will never run out. It will never need cooldown. Do I need to say anything else? It also has terrible armor. Yeah, not only does this thing look pretty fucking dope, I mean, it's got decent enough customization. It's not great, but it's got two-tone that you can do. And it's got, you know, some helicopters don't have this. You know, the sleek little wheel animation where it goes from being mad smooth on the bottom to having wheels that come out. You know, this is a dope little old helicopter from early in the game. Oh, Jesus, it doesn't pull up very hard, though. Hey, look, here's a good test right here for you people. This thing versus a tank. This thing wins. The only downside of this is you'll notice after like only a few bullets it's already smoking. It basically has 0 armor compared to like a Hunter or an Akula. But you know what this thing does have? It's a goddamn explosive cannon and it's a helicopter. It's the only helicopter in the game that has this. I would recommend you buy it. Number 9. The Toreador, the submarine car inside of the submarine that just happens to be next to one of the worst purchases that you can now make. Little bonus, fun, don't buy that. But this, oh, this, you can buy it and store it here, people. It's got its own little sick animation. Seats 4 people, and it boosts like a fucking, there's no car that boosts as fast as this. That recharges and goes as far. It's nice. Leave. Where's the prompt? What, am I just gonna be stuck here? Oh yeah, sometimes you just get stuck here, and you look like a fucking asshole. What is this? No, it's fine. I didn't even want to take it out anyway. I didn't even want to look like a cool guy. After I had my whole introduction, I wanted to awkwardly piece 2 things together. What the fuck? Also, a little bonus fun fact, you know about this sweet little ladder right here, so you don't have to take those bunch of steps and you can just come right here to your cool submarine car? Yeah. I mean, look at it, people. It's sitting in like a little pool. It's a moon pool vehicle because you know how like the physics of this works? They can just open the bottom and water doesn't rush in because there's all this air in here, so it won't even get displaced, and you can just open and close that shit and send submarines out of your submarines. Dude, yo, it's sick. What do you know about submarines inside your submarines? Flip for the win here with that big. I'm kidding. You got sonar and stuff on it. Oh, it's basically like the Stromberg, but way better in every single way. And you can put it in your other submarine. Nice. Got very good missiles though, people. Not particularly good like armor or anything like that, but if you're locked on, chances are this thing's gonna hit. Yeah, I don't think this car runs out of missiles. That's sweet. Not like the Oppressor or anything. I don't know where it stores all these missiles, but this is an extra reason to definitely buy this car. Nice! Look at this sick animation. Yeah, people. Wendy! You bitch!
Okay.
Give me snacks.
All right.
Wendy, do your job. Pour the drink.
Your whiskey?
Listen, Wendy. I don't understand these new kids nowadays. They're all talking about roleplay and YouTube and fucking buying fake cars at fake parking lots. It's like they're all pretending with each other. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, people. I mean, look at it. Like, what? Enough said. I mean, like, what? No other car can do this. Like, the Toreador's cool. It can boost a lot, but it doesn't have the jump. Because the jump is critical in allowing you to pull back and aim straight up, and then the boost is like, you know, it's pretty great. Like, look at that. How fucking metal is that right there? And it's fine. Just ate that shit. I mean, plus, look at the front, look at the hood. I mean, you know, this would be higher on my list, but I'm trying to be non-partial right now. But you can use all your own weapons, and it's got missiles that, like, lock on very, very well. These missiles, people, essentially, they're pretty much as good as Oppressor or Toreador missiles, and they, like, if you, like, fly like this and see a helicopter and fire one off, and you had, like, a little bit of a lock on, there's a good chance you're gonna hit them and take them out of the sky, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck was that? And then you're gonna be like, yo, it was me with my goddamn anime titties and my hot dog. Nice. I mean, look at this car. It's great. Although I think you do need to, like, beat the Doomsday heist or something to get this livery. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I don't think it comes standard. I think you need to do something special to get this livery. I'm gonna make a video soon about every single car with anime titties. Top 10 anime titty references. Shut up. Whatever. Moving on to number 7. This car is dope. Buy it. Look at this shit, people. Right here. Number 7. The Nightshark. This thing right here is basically the pinnacle of surviving explosions. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Do a little bit of this, and some of this. One of these. And maybe one more right on the front, just for good measure. That sticky bomb is not happy about being thrown right there. What the fuck is that? Ignore that. Let's see what happens. Assuming the door's closed. You should probably close the door before you do this. Basically the anti, like, fuck off vehicle for, like, an Oppressor Mark II, which only has, like, 30-ish missiles. If they hit you with all 30 of those missiles, it'll probably die. I think it explodes after, I want to say 20 Oppressor rockets, maybe 25, but this thing can survive a fuck ton of explosions, more than most vehicles. Definitely a good thing to have in your arsenal, people. Yo, what's up, cops? You think I'm scared of you? Look at me. Third round, let's go, let's see. Yeah, you guys see. It can survive like 12 or 14 C4s, but not 15. Still though, it's fucking sick. Senor Buns agrees.
Fuck! No!
You hear that guy right now just saying holy fuck no? Yeah, that's because this thing right here is a goddamn beast. The APC. And you may notice on the website on Warstock, it doesn't have that 6 SAM turret on top of it. That's because you have to unlock that through bunker research. So I guess the caveat to this entry would be, if you really want to make this thing awesome, you're gonna have to own a bunker and then spend the time and effort and energy to research all of the bullshit, including, yes, like the fucking 10 liveries that don't do anything except unlock a livery that you can use on certain things. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's a rite of passage in GTA Online. And then, you know, if you wait until there's a week where, you know, it's like double research, you know, it's a little easier. But once you do all that research, people, one of those things you unlock will be this shit right here. I don't know, I think it's called the SAM turret, I want to say, but I could be wrong about that. I can't remember what it's called, but you'll see the picture and you'll be like, oh, that's the thing Flip was talking about. And let me tell you what, that means you can do stuff like this. The game starts to lag really hard as you fire off aggressive amounts of missiles. I mean, look at that fire rate. That's just fun. That's just fun times right there. However, you do need to hold right on the D-pad to swap over to your gunner position, and then hold right on the D-pad again to swap over to driving. And you can be shot through that little window in the front by your enemies. However, not anywhere from behind can you be hit. So, say, you want to fuck with someone and, you don't want to drive right up to them, but maybe you roll up to them backwards like this, and then you switch over to your gunner and you're like, hey, dick face. You guys got something to say to me? And it turns out, no, they don't really have anything to say to you. And, you can basically just fuck with people real bad who give you grief. You can be like, hey, I got an APC, and I'm going to come fuck your day up. It's got a lot of explosive damage resistance. I'm not sure how many missiles destroy it, but there's another, there's some more, there's some more, there's some more. So like 10-ish. It's not as good as the Nightshark, but it can eat a fair amount of missiles. Yeah, people, not only does it have the fucking sick SAM turret, but look at it. You wouldn't think, because the wheels don't go in like the submarine cars, but yes, it can go in the water and be fine. Even though those windows being wide open and going under the water like this constantly would not work like that. It'd be really bad. I mean, it's a dope vehicle to own. Number 5, the Akula. This is the stealth chopper, people. You may notice that the little icon, like the player icon, the little arrow on the map is blinking. That indicates you are off the radar. This works with like transporting cargo. This works with like, I mean, if I need to explain to you the applications of a goddamn helicopter that can go on and off the radar at will with missiles, I don't know. You're not playing the game right. This shit's fire. Oh god. No, this thing is awesome. If you don't own an Akula, definitely get one. And if you're considering which you should get, the Akula or the Stealth Annihilator, I'm here to tell you that you should get this. It's way doper. It's got a bunch of missiles. It's got a bunch of customization options. I'm pretty sure you can put flares on this shit. Yeah, I mean, look at all this shit, people. You can put bombs on it. You can put fucking you can make the handling better. You can put liveries all over it. I mean, you can it's dope. This is a dope helicopter. And I remember, if I remember correctly, this thing takes like 6 to 8 explosive sniper shells. I'm not sure. I know it takes at least a few missiles, but not 3 C4s. That's for sure. Whatever, listen, I know it takes at least a few rockets before blowing up. Moving on. It's fine. Number 4, an old favorite. Oh, this has been in the game pretty much since the Heists update, I think. And let me tell you what, people. Kuruma Armored is unparalleled in one aspect. It's not particularly great. Like, one rocket will destroy this thing. But let me tell you something. AI, for some reason, they just don't know how to shoot you while you're in it. So look, I forgot to mention one caveat. When they're right next to you, yes, they can shoot you. But when you're moving slightly, or you're like, dude, like, it's not even a challenge. Like, they can't hit you. Like, when you're doing this on, like, setup missions for, like, the OG heists, like, this car can be shot 1,000 times in 1,000 different ways. And unless they're, like, literally right next to your fucking body like this, like that, they'll hit you like that. But if you're like several feet away, they're not gonna hit you. Another thing. Oh, geez, really? Oh, your car just didn't seem to stop me, huh? Another thing that's really dope about this car that you may not know is that it's got pretty good ramming power for being such a tiny little car. You wouldn't think, but like occasionally this thing just sends other cars absolutely flying for no reason. So it's pretty good at just being like, yeah, no, I'm good. Fuck your shit. Surprisingly good acceleration from being at 0. Like, there's a lot of cool things about this car. Of course, you know what number 3 is, people. You've seen these fucking things flying around. Everyone owns one of these. It's the Oppressor Mark II. Look at it in all its glory. What else do you need? It's goddamn. You're on a jet bike. You're flying around. You're on a jet engine with a seat. Yeah, I mean, people, you should definitely own this thing. But quick caveat, in order to own this and put missiles on it, you're going to need to own a terabyte, which you can only own by owning a nightclub. And you should own both those things, but the prospect of owning this right here is like $10 million, FYI. If you're like, damn, I want to buy that right now. Not so fast. I mean, I guess you could buy this and use it, but if you want missiles on it, you need to have the terabyte. Yeah, otherwise this is just going to be a flying bike that has no missiles on it, alright? Which is still dope. Still very useful. One of 2 flying vehicles in the game. I mean, I came very close to putting the Deluxo on here also, because this and the Deluxo are 2 personal vehicles that fly like they are, they're aircrafts, which is really nice, because, I mean, they can get impounded. You can do that whole glitch where you bring them over to Cayo Perico, and you go fucking hack that box really quickly. It's nice. These things are dope. Definitely get one of these at some point with your earnings. Moving on, though. I mean, you get it. It's a goddamn jet bike. It's awesome. Number 2. Number 2, people. I mean, I've made top 10 lists in the past, and, you know, there's always a buzzard near the top of that because, you know, if you're a CEO and you own a buzzard, you can spawn it next to you with your CEO vehicles, and it's like a cheat code, basically, and you can put a buzzard right next to your fucking character. Yeah. This is the same thing. I mean, in order to have it spawn right next to you, and I think in order to even buy this, you need to own the submarine. But this is the Sparrow, the helicopter inside of your submarine. The only downside to this right here is that it has 2 seats instead of 4. But this thing is lighter and slightly faster, and it spawns right next to you simply by going to the services menu right here and going to Kosatka and going like, hey, give me a Sparrow. It's like, dude, it's actually, it will spawn in places also that the CEO and the Mark II won't. For instance, over in the airport. If you're standing on the goddamn airport strip and you're like, damn, I need a helicopter, and you try to spawn a CEO, well, guess what? It'll be like on the street, all the way on the outside of the airport terminal, and you'll be like, wow, that's useless. But not this. This helicopter has literally been the only thing I've used to like move around sessions. Like, apart from the Mark II Oppressor, when I need to like be a motorcycle club president, like even then, half the time I'm an MC president, I spawn this Sparrow in. Because, you know, you can come back over here to your submarine and be like, hey, let me put my helicopter inside my submarine. And Pavel's like, oh yeah, nice. Oh shit, people, look at it. It's got its own animation. It's awesome. I mean, it's a helicopter inside of your submarine. There really shouldn't be more of a reason to buy it than this. But if you didn't realize, also, once you get in right here, instead of pushing right trigger to exit, see how it says push right on the D-pad to modify? Yeah, you can respray it. You can put fucking missiles on it. You can put a big minigun on it. Whatever you want. The Sparrow. Do not waste your money on that other piece of shit submarine. But this thing right here, definitely get it. And number 1, oh god, do not crash, please. Number 1, people, look at it. Look at this giant fucking drivable submarine that also acts as a base for the new heist, where you can solo your way through a whole heist in 60 minutes without even doing the replay glitch and just make millions and millions of dollars way faster than ever before. This thing right here, I mean, not to mention the goddamn surface-to-air missiles, the goddamn helicopter and other submarine and submarine car inside of it, not to mention Pavel. I mean, yeah, people, for those of you that, like, did Bogdan Problem a bunch back in the day, like, or whoever wanted to, like, whichever one of you wanted to drive your yacht around the map and were, like, disappointed when you couldn't, boom. Drive this big, stupid submarine around. Beach it and make ridiculous situations happen on Vespucci Beach. Whatever you want to do. It's a goddamn nuclear submarine, people. Like, yeah, like, it's awesome. This is the new best vehicle to own, I would say. Oh, yeah, right. You can also get, like, explosive ammo, people, and snacks on this thing. It's awesome. And an RPG right here for some reason. You know the whole spiel. Check the channel out. Leave a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Do all that stuff. all that stuff that gives me a real big heart on. I appreciate everyone tuned in and watching. Seriously. Dude, special shout out to fucking Pete and Wraithy and fucking Stony and Snack and Waluigi and Venom and everyone else watching. And Squatch, of course. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Till next time. Bam!